How y'all doing? There we go. So before we get started, I want to share something with you, and that is right here, right now, at this moment in time, I'm living my dream. My dream was to travel the globe, to speak, to teach, to empower, to make a difference in other people's lives. And what I want you to know is I'm totally present to the fact that had you not shown up, I'd be speaking to an empty room. So what I want you to know is I appreciate you. It's my highest privilege and honor to be here with you today. And please give yourselves a big fat round of applause. Big round of applause. All right. Hey, can we talk about dreams for a second? Who's got big dreams? Put them up high. Awesome. Can I share with you something kind of personal real quick? Is that okay? We're going to get to know each other really well in just a second. But I want to show you something. My 10th book just came out, and literally they gave it to me in the back room. Can I show it to you? Yeah, and this is my 10th book, and so we did this commemorative version. Check it out. Isn't this cool? You guys want to see this? Can I show it to you real quick? So, this book was a give back, because I recently launched something new called the Virtual Entrepreneurs Association. Are you guys virtual entrepreneurs? Or do you want to be virtual entrepreneurs? Yes, okay. And so I launched this, and I wrote a book called The Virtual Entrepreneur. Can I show it to you? All right, so in here is a special edition. It's hardback. So when it comes out in the stores, it's going to be in softback. And then there's a 90-day success journal so you can track your progress, and a personalized membership card here. Pretty cool, yeah? You like this? Came out nice, didn't it? Who wants it? All right, we'll see what we can do. Hold on. I'll circle back around that just a little bit. All right, so you guys ready to have some fun? If you want to say, oh yeah! Mind if I come hang out with you guys down here? Is that okay? Is that all right? Can you still see me okay? Yes? Yes. Okay. So I want to talk to you for a moment about your dreams. So I know you're all dreaming big. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you how to add a zero to your bank account. If that sounds good, say aye. Okay. But I know that you're not here for the zero. You're here for what the zero affords you. Would you all agree? Yes, so I want to ask you for a moment about your dreams. I hope you're dreaming big. Maybe it's having a bungalow on a private island. Who wants a bungalow on a private island? That'd be pretty good. Yeah. Or maybe you want your own island. Who wants their own island? Woo! That sounds good. Or maybe it's something like touring castles in Europe. Or maybe it's as simple as a round of golf every morning. Or maybe it's spending more time with your friends and family, like this guy. Good to see you, buddy. How are you? Okay. Or maybe it's your next listing. Yes? Or maybe it's your next property. Yes? That's a nice one. Whatever it is, I want to make sure you're connected with your dreams. So I have a very important question for you. And that is, how would your life be different with a team behind you? How would your life be different? Does that sound interesting? No? Yes, okay. So what I'm going to share with you, what you're about to discover, is how you can start and or increase your business today. Now, I know you all have businesses. Just curious, anybody new to the real estate game? Put them up if you're new. Okay. How many of you are veterans? Put them up higher. Okay, you're all in the right place. I'm going to show you how to create a marketing blueprint for your business, how to have that plan implemented for you, and I'm going to show you how to generate a massive amount of buyers, sellers, and money. Does that sound good? So let me ask you guys a question. Those of you that are veteran real estate professionals, what's the biggest challenge you're facing in your business today? What's the biggest challenge? What was that? Time? Okay, what else? Conversions, good. And I'm going to put that in the bucket of clients, okay? Yeah, would you agree? Yeah. What else? Expertise, knowledge, sure, what else? Talent, yeah, people, I can help you with that. What else? What was that? Balance, I'm going to put that in the time bucket. Yeah, what else? Scaling, for sure. Yeah, I'm going to put that in the more business bucket. Well, actually, no, I'm going to give that its own bucket. You're right, scaling, for sure. What else? Obscurity? Okay, I like it. What else? Marketing? I'm going to put that in the leads bucket. More buyers. Okay, and sellers, of course. Okay, so I have the privilege of traveling all over the globe, hanging out with young, bright real estate professionals just like you. And I always ask these entrepreneurs, what's the biggest challenge they face in their business today? And I always receive a myriad of different responses, but it always comes down to two. Would you like to know what the top two are? Yes? Yes? Okay. So number one is time. Time. Time is that one precious commodity. Once it's gone, it's gone. Yes? And two is leads. or more buyers and sellers coming through the door. And I believe that if you can get that dialed in, if you have a ton of buyers and sellers, if your bank accounts are overflowing with money, then can you probably buy yourself out of just about any challenge you face in your business today? Who says yes? Would you all agree? Yeah, so if I just showed you how to do that today, create an unlimited spigot of buyers, sellers, and money, would that be worth being here today? Okay, if you just take copious notes, you will leave here with those tools today. And my promise to you is twofold. One, I'm going to show you how to increase the profits of your business. Obviously, more buyers, sellers, money equals profits. But two, and most importantly, I'm going to show you how to get your life back. If that sounds good, say, and when I do, you're going to want to hang out with me for a lifetime. All right, so who's Daven Michaels? Who's heard of me before? Who's heard of me? Okay, some of you. Great. Great to see my old friends. For those of you that haven't heard of me, I created this slide for you. And I just want to make sure, you guys in the back, can you see me okay? I can't hear you. Yes, everyone can see me okay? All right, cool. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been self-employed for nearly 30 years. And I have to tell you, when I hear that number, I crack up. Because up until recently, I thought it was 20. Yeah. And I was actually in Palm Springs. I was getting ready to do a presentation kind of like this. I pulled out my PowerPoint and started doing the math, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's been nearly 30 years. I don't know where the time has gone. Of course, I started my business when I was 4 years old. No, I started my business when I was 15. As a matter of fact, things are pretty great today. As a matter of fact, I literally pinch myself every day. And you told me as a teenager this was going to be your life, I never would have believed you. It came from very, very humble beginnings. How many of you can relate to humble beginnings? Put them up high. Okay, entrepreneurs. I know I'm in the right place. Well, I certainly can. Like I said, I started my business when I was 15. As a matter of fact, here I am at my desk at 15. Now, you gotta admit, that's a pretty solid beard for a teenager, yes? Yeah, right? Now, I might have got a little more business had I worn a shirt to the office, I don't know. But as you can see, I know what I'm doing there, yeah? No, I actually have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out. I'm 15, I don't know anything. So I'll tell you what I was doing. I was designing clothing for music groups, and this was in the early 80s. Do you guys remember the bands in the early 80s? Some of you guys do? So I was designing clothing for these bands, and most of these bands had nothing going on. Most were playing their garage, others were playing very small venues. But an amazing thing happened. Just a short while after we opened for business, MTV came on the air. Changed the face of music, changed our lives. So I was working with these bands that had nothing going on, and within about 90 days, most of my bands had record deals. Within about a year, they were selling millions of albums. And we rode that wave, and it was a wild ride, especially at such a young age. And we found ourselves working with some of the biggest bands in the 80s and 90s. Prince, Madonna, Duran Duran, Cyndi Lauper, Thompson Twins. You guys remember these bands? Yeah. So that went well. I ended up selling the business, made my first million at the age of 25, which was pretty cool. Today I'm founder and CEO of a company called 123 Employee. We're the premier outsourcing centers in the Philippines. We have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of employees on 3 continents. And we work with young, bright entrepreneurs and real estate professionals all over the globe doing all the busy stuff, yes, busy stuff, in their business so they can focus on the income generating activities in their business and the things that really juice them and excite them. Our mission at 123 Employee is to rescue lifestyle startup entrepreneurs, give them their time back and their lives back. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We love doing it. Let's see, a little bit about me. I'm a New York Times bestselling author, international speaker, all-around good guy. Little known secret about me, for many years, I was the biggest electronic music event producer in the US. I used to throw parties for 15 to 20,000 people a night. Who wants to be on my guest list? Because of that built-in fan base, I had a short career as a recording artist, pretty long career as a music and television producer, working with some of the biggest bands in the world. Black Eyed Peas, hanging out in my home studio. There's Coolio. And if you don't know these names, you definitely know their music, because they're played on every radio station, in every country, every single minute of the day. And this is just sort of the reward for my blood, sweat, and tears, and I'm just showing you this picture for one reason. You know why? I think it's kind of good. And pretty cool story, yes? It was a cool story, but what I want you to know, it was full of ups and downs, challenges. I worked so hard that I wouldn't wish it on anybody. So much sacrifice, and that's actually why I created VIA, Virtual Entrepreneurs Association, which we're launching now just to help entrepreneurs bridge that so they don't have to go through that. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Yeah, it's a passion project of mine. Give back. Thank you. Anyways, it wasn't until I found outsourcing that everything changed for me. Would you guys like to hear and see how this works? Yeah? Okay. Who says yes? All right, cool. So just to put that in perspective, just to give you an idea, think about this for a minute. This person could pick up your phones. This person could do your content marketing. This person could do your transcription. This person could do your research, schedule your appointments. This person could do your Facebook. This person could help you with your sales. This person could answer your emails. This person could research the MLS. Would this be good? Would this be really good? It would be pretty awesome, right? Okay, so everybody get ready to take a lot of notes. Write this down. Everybody write this down. Outsourcing, done right, equals freedom. Outsourcing, done right, equals freedom. Everybody got that? You guys are writing, right? Okay, cool. So I want to ask you for a moment about your time and what your time is worth. So who knows how we calculate our time value? How do we figure out what we're getting paid? What's the equation? What's the equation? You guys know this. Come on. What's that? No? Okay, so we take the amount of money we're making, we divide it by the amount of hours we work, and that's how we figure out what we're getting paid. Does that make sense? Who would agree this is the correct equation? Who's not going to raise their hand no matter what I say? Okay. All right. Yes, this is the correct equation. What I want you to know is this is a seriously flawed equation. And here's why. Let's say business is going great. Can you then go buy more time? No. Let's say your time is worth a couple $1,000s now. Can you buy more time? No. Can Bill Gates buy more time? Can Warren Buffett buy more time? Can Martha Stewart buy more time? Actually, I guess Martha did buy some time. But with the exception of our friend Martha, nobody can buy time, correct? Is that true? Yeah, so the reality is our time is priceless. And it's time that we start treating it like it is. I want to make sure you're doing the things that juice and excite you. Whatever it is for me, it's traveling the globe, having great adventures, hanging out with my family. Does that sound good? Yeah, I'm kind of an adventure junkie. Anybody else in the room an adventure junkie? Yeah, a bunch of you. Awesome. Okay, cool. So here are some of the challenges that real estate professionals are having these days. Not enough time, not enough money, not enough help, too much to do, and they don't know how to get started. How many of you know businesses like this? Put them up high, put them up high. How many of you are businesses like this? Keep them up. Okay, all right. All right, so I just have a quick question for you, and that is, how many of you think I'm going to try to sell you something here today? If you think so, put them up and say, oh yeah. Perfect, I won't let you down. All right, so listen, I could talk about this outsourcing thing for the next hour or so, or I could just show you how this stuff works. What do you think we should do? Should I just show you how this stuff works? All right, I'm going to do this. All right, let's jump up here real quick. Okay, so in that case, well, that's interesting. Let's see. I should probably outsource it. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm just going to disconnect for 1 second. No, I did that. That's all good. We're cool. How weird. Okay, AV guys. Now I need your help. I've never had this problem before. Ever. That's what I'm trying to do. I think I'll try this. That's very odd. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Oh, there you go. You got it. We're good. Perfect. Yep, we're good. And do what you just did one more time. Oh, what is it? This? Yes, beautiful. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Yeah. Perfect. Thank you. Everybody, I want you to meet my virtual assistant. Everyone, this is LJ. Everyone say hello, LJ.
Hi, Daven. Hi, everyone.
Okay, so guys, this is not recorded. This is live in the Philippines. LJ, what time is it in the Philippines?
It's 2:40 in the morning.
Oh. Don't judge me. Before y'all judge me, you think I'm a bad boss. Can we bring up her volume a little bit too? Thanks, guys. So, just so you know, I'm actually a really good boss. So, 65% of our clients are in the U.S. So, 65% of our workforce comes in at midnight. We work till 9:30 in the morning. So this is totally normal for us. This is our day, okay? And also, I did say that LJ is my virtual assistant. That would be doing her a great injustice. Let me explain. So, LJ has been with us for a decade. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary together. Yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty cool. We had a big party and everything. It was neat. So, LJ's been with me for a decade. Now, LJ was one of our first employees at our second campus on our HR team. And as you can imagine, with so many employees, we have a pretty big HR team. But like any business, cream rises to the top. And many years ago, LJ's amazing track record couldn't be ignored. She became my executive assistant. Now, I have to tell you, you have to be very careful what you wish for. It's a very challenging position. LJ, would you not agree?
For that one, you are a rock star.
Thanks, LJ.
But you're the greatest most in the whole wide world.
Thank you, LJ. Thank you. You know, can I tell you another little personal story real quick? 3 of you say yes, the rest of you don't get to hear it. Yeah? Okay. So, who's been to the Philippines before? Okay, not many of you. So in the Philippines, they have far less than you could ever imagine, right? It's a developing nation. So when LJ and I first met, when she came into my life, chewing gum was a luxury. Chewing gum was a luxury. Now, I put a profit-sharing plan in place for my management, knowing that if we got to really where we wanted to go, it would be life-changing for them. We've far surpassed that. LJ, how many Apple products do you have today?
I have 5.
5, yeah. How many cars do you have?
I have 2.
And your latest acquisition?
Yeah, Daven helped me purchase my own property, my own house and lot.
Congratulations on that, LJ. LJ, and by the way, too, after a decade, LJ finally got her visa. We spent a week together in New York just a few weeks ago. So, LJ, can you share with everyone what you do for me on a daily basis in 1, 2, 3?
Sure, my daily task for Daven is doing follow-up phone calls. I listen to voicemail messages, I set up appointments, I manage his calendar, and I also send text messages to Daven every time he has an appointment just to make sure that he won't miss it. I also manage his emails, I do sales, billing, I manage affiliates, I coordinate with JV partners, I do social media marketing, I also book his hotel and airlines, and small tasks like data entry, research, and audio transcription.
That's all she does. Give her a round. Who wants an LJ? Yeah, okay. All right, let's see what we can do. Okay, so LJ, with your assistance, I'd like to do an outsourcing makeover with somebody today, okay?
Cool.
All right, so who wants an outsourcing makeover? Put them up high. Okay, so first of all, you guys that raise your hands, you guys are awesome. Do you know why? Because you don't even know what an outsourcing makeover is! Okay, so let me explain what an outsourcing makeover is. So at 1, 2, 3 Employer, we're really marketing-centric. We realize that the lifeblood of all business is marketing. So if you don't tell us otherwise, we're going to focus on getting you more buyers, more sellers, more money. That's what we focus on. Otherwise, some people do come to us and they say, hey, I have that down there. Do my social media, or do my internet marketing, or do my scheduling, or just manage me. Whatever it is, we're happy to do it. If you don't tell us otherwise, we focus on marketing. So what an outsourcing makeover is I'll take a look at your business, we'll give you a whole bunch of different ideas that you can utilize, utilizing outsourced virtual assistants to grow your business. So with that in mind, who else wants an outsourcing makeover? Put them up higher! Put them up higher! I'm good on you. Is that okay? What's your name? George, come on up here. Big round of applause for George! George, step into my office. You didn't think you were coming up here, did you? That's right. That's okay. Have a seat. All right. That's awesome. That's good. You got the memo. Have a seat, George. You're an EXP agent where? Sacramento, Tampa. Okay, cool. All right, George, I'm going to take a picture here real quick. Give me a nice big smile. All right, perfect. Okay, all right, let's see. Okay, so, guys, everything I share with George in just a moment is going to apply to all of you guys. You're all in the same business, right? So get ready to take home these notes. George, your last name is Thornocke. And George, what's your website?
Good point.
If you don't have one, that's okay too.
Well, at georgethornocke.com.
That works.
Not really, fleshed out yet.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to attack it. Is that cool?
There's nothing there.
That's perfect. Yep, you got it. Okay.
It's the lead here.
Okay, so it's just your name, George Thornock.
For now, I have others, but
.com. Perfect.
keep it streamlined.
Got it. Okay, Elgin, quick information, okay? So it's George Thornock, Thornock, like the mighty Thor and knocking on the door, okay? And his website is georgethornock.com. There may still be some work to do on that website, for sure.
Okay.
All right, cool. And he's in Sacramento. Stand by. All right, George, let's have some fun. Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, so, guys, this applies to all of your business. You're all in the same biz. Yes? Yes? Okay, so George, the first thing I'd focus on is what we call data mining. And data mining is something that a massive amount of our clients at 123 employ are doing. So what's data mining? So George may have an avatar for the perfect client, okay? And quite often, a lot of the really happening real estate professionals we work with a lot of investors, because they go back to the investors for more and more business, right? And quite often they're like dentists, doctors, lawyers, whatever that avatar is for the perfect client, you give it to your virtual assistant. And then your virtual assistant goes online, starts looking up all those people, finding out where they are, and then scraping the data. And we're pulling names, phone numbers, email addresses, mailing addresses, social media sites, contact us on pages, and the list goes on and on. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. So now, once we have all that information, we start reaching out. Now, obviously, we can't close deals for George, right? But what we're doing is we're garnering interest, we're lining up appointments, we're putting them in on his Google Calendar or his local people's Google Calendars, and then his people are reaching out, potentially closing deals. Does that make sense? Do you see how this would dramatically increase his business? Yes. Are you guys getting this? Okay, cool. So I also created a secret weapon for data mining. Would you like me to share that with you? Okay, so I'll do that in just a couple minutes. We'll circle back around to that. Next thing I'd focus on is LinkedIn. Now, how many of you guys are on LinkedIn? Put them up high. Okay, just so you know, everybody raise your hand. How many of you feel like you're underutilizing LinkedIn? Put them up higher. Just so you know, everybody raise your hand. Okay, so would it be valuable to you if I showed you how to turn LinkedIn into a magical marketing lead machine that spit out leads to you every single day? Would that be good? Okay, I'll circle back around to that one in just a minute. Stand by for that one. Next thing I focus on is video marketing. Now, a lot of you are doing video marketing. Others of you don't know what video marketing is, and some of you think you know, but you don't know. So, in my world, video marketing is this: creating short content videos, anywhere from 1 to 6 minutes. Now, these could be how-to videos. These could be FAQ videos in your business. These could be SAQ videos. Do you guys know what SAQs are? SAQs are should-ask questions. The questions that people should be asking about your business, and if they have enough knowledge to know, they would. Does that make sense? Yes? And then, of course, the number one type of video for you guys is property videos, right? For sure, property videos, 360 videos. So, the videos are created, and then we drop a lower third on the bottom so that people can find it. Then we do the keyword research, we identify the key phrases that are going to bring us in the right amount of traffic. We then write the description, we write the content, and then we post it manually to the biggest video directory online. What's that? YouTube, that's right. And then we use software to post it out to all the other video directories online. But the net result is this. First of all, more eyeballs equals more deals, more sales, right? In addition to that, we're going to get valuable backlinks. Why are backlinks important? Pushes us up the search engine rankings, but also, all of you in the room here are in a highly competitive business. Super competitive. Would you all agree? And by the way, who's your competition? Turn to your right. Turn to your left, right? We're in a collaborative space here, but this is your competition, right? All of real estate is your competition. It's going to be very challenging, very time-consuming, very expensive, and maybe even impossible for you to rank on page 1 on Google for the search terms that you want to rank on. And let me ask you this, is page 2 important? Not really. No, not really. But your videos, we can get on page 1. Now, how many of you have gone to Google before you do a Google search and you see a YouTube video? Yes? We all do, right? Now, if that thumbnail image is compelling, what are you more likely to click on anyways? Hello? The video, that's right. So we certainly focus on video marketing. By the way, just to put that in perspective, I made a serious commitment to video when I started my business almost a decade ago. And I said I was going to sit down once a month for half a day and kind of record these short content videos. And I did that for a while, and I got very lazy and just started kind of shooting them all over the world. But today, I have 18 million views on YouTube. Do you think that helped my business a little bit? That made us an international business. One of those videos went viral during my last book launch. pushed the book over the edge, became a New York Times bestseller. Do you think that changed my life? Changed everything for me. So is video marketing important? Absolutely. Another thing I focus on is content creation, content marketing. Is it important for you to be pushing out a lot of content these days? It is. It's vitally important. I'll explain why in a second. Now, should you be pushing out content? Should you? Yes. But should you be doing it personally? What should you do? Outsource it? That's a wonderful idea. I love that idea. That's great. Okay, cool. Did she say it too? You and the outsource. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yes, so we outsource it does. We create the content, usually about 600 words or more. We do the keyword research first. We identify the key phrases that are going to bring us into the right business. We write the subject line, we write the content. And then, if you have a blog, we post it to yours first. We want you to own that original content. If you don't, that's okay. Then we post it to the biggest article directory online. Who knows what that is? Easy in articles. So we're going to post it there. Then we post it to the thousands of other article directories out there utilizing software. And then we break it up, we put it on all over social media, we microblog it, all kinds of things. We reproof, it's like crazy. But the net result is this. First of all, we're going to get more eyeballs. Why is that important? More business, that's right. In addition to that, we're going to get valuable backlinks. Why is that important? Search engine ranking, that's right. But let me ask you this. If somebody's going to do business with George, and actually let me back up for a second before I even ask that question. Is social proof important today? Vitally important. Okay, so now here's the question. If somebody's going to do business with George, doing a transaction that could be the biggest transaction of their life, are they going to check them out? And how are they going to check them out? Just Google them, right? And if they see hundreds, if not thousands, of articles, videos, testimonials, is this going to instill a buying decision? Absolutely, that's right. So that's what we're going to focus on, George. So LJ, what I'd like you to do, George is in Sacramento, correct? George, do you focus on residential, commercial?
Mainly residential and investment residential.
And investment residential. Okay, so let's focus on that. Sacramento, investment, residential. Let's do a little research. Let's see if we can generate some content, and I'll circle back around to you, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. All right, big round of applause for LJ. Big round of applause for George. Yeah, stay close. I'm going to come get you. All right, cool. So, before we continue, I have to ask you forgiveness in advance. And here's why. I'm only up here with you for a short while longer. It normally takes me several hours to do research, to generate content. And so the reality is I may not pull this off. So if I don't pull this off, do I have your forgiveness in advance? Yes? Okay, great. So while we're waiting for LJ, I'm going to show you how to create a positive outsourcing ROI in your business. And this is a term that I coined several years ago. It's all about taking virtual assistants, having them help you scale your business so you grow, we grow as a company, and our brothers and sisters overseas that have far less than you could ever imagine they win too. Does that sound pretty good? Okay, cool. So I'm going to share some strategies with you. All right, so as I do this, I'm also going to share some case studies with you. So I'm going to share some videos. These are some of our clients that have the same challenges that you have in your business, and I'm going to show you how they overcame these challenges utilizing an outsourced team. Okay, so the first person I want to introduce you to, her name is Anushka Drescher. And Anushka believes that if she's not growing, she's dying. How many of you feel the same way? Put up high. Okay, I know, or you wouldn't have been here in the bonus session. That's right. Now, I love to learn, and I'm sure you guys do, but let me ask you this. There used to be a time that if your business was doing great, you could just coast. You didn't have to invest in your education, but does that exist today? Not a chance. Because today, we live in the information age, right? Everybody has access to information. And most people carry the wealth of the world's information on a phone in their pocket, right? So the reality is, if you're not up to date on the latest and greatest, somebody else is going to be up to date in your neighborhood, and they're just going to take away your business. Is that true? Yes. So Anushka had this challenge. So Anushka's passion, she had two. One was to travel. She loved to travel. Anybody else in the room love to travel? Okay. And she loved to learn. That was it. Her idea of nirvana was going to an amazing event like this one, learning something, and then traveling to the next one, doing it all again. Who thinks that sounds kind of fun? Yeah. And you would gain a ton of great information. But here's the challenge. While you're here, getting this amazing education that you must have to grow your business kind of grinds to a halt, doesn't it? Yeah, because you're the epicenter of your business. On all the breaks, you're checking your emails and so on and so forth. That's the challenge. So Anushka had that challenge too. I'm going to show you how she bridged that challenge. Let's watch this video real quick.
Anushka Drescher from Berkeley, California. And 2 weeks ago, I started working with 123 Employee. I got a wonderful assistant named Maria, and she has helped me so much just in the last 2 weeks. Some of the examples, the way she's helped me, is that she has created a mind map for my whole business. All of the things that I need to do, she's put them on a visual map online. She has helped me build a database of customers. Right now, I'm here at Super Teaching at CEO Space. I take my electronic notes every day. I highlight the parts that are action items. I email her my notes every day, and she creates another visual mind map of all the action steps that I need to take. When I get home, I know exactly what I need to do. Maria has been amazing. She's always ready to please. She's always friendly. She's always helpful. I'm just so grateful that I came across her, and she's going to save me a lot of time and money. She's going to be preparing a newsletter for me that I get paid for $500 to do it once a month. It'll take her about 2 hours to do it once I train her, and that will pay for her entire salary for the whole month. I love 123 Employee.
We love it too. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Did you guys notice that Anushka seemed a little choked up? Did you guys catch that? That's what happens when you start to get your life back. All right, so Anushka's challenge, right? She wanted to travel, she wanted to learn, but at the same time she needed to keep her business going, obviously. So Anushka actually picked up one of these digital pens. Have you guys seen the digital pens? Some of you have, some of you haven't. It's a regular pen. They're very inexpensive now. It's a regular pen. It writes, but it also records audio. And then you have this special paper, and as you write your notes on the paper, it transcribes those notes for you. And then later, when you return back to those notes, you can press anywhere on the paper and you can hear the audio from the notes. Pretty cool, yeah? Yeah, it's pretty neat. So Anushka has one of these digital pens. She goes to her event. She takes copious notes at the event. Then she emails that file to her virtual assistant. Her virtual assistant mind maps everything. Then they decide together what they're going to implement. And then Anushka moves on to her next destination while her virtual assistant does the implementation. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Yeah. Yeah, you like that one? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Who's going to adopt this in their business? Good. I like it. Okay, good. All right, so I have a ton more strategies to share with you guys. So just to put some of this in perspective, these are some of the things that your VA can do for you. They can make first contact with sellers and pre-screen them. Follow up on sellers not answering the phones. Follow up on prospect list 30 to 90 days later. Pull comps or request them from a realtor. Courtesy call to sellers between contact and closing so they don't get flaky. Create and present offers based on investor criteria, and so much more. Is that good? Yeah, for sure. Would you like some more stuff they can do? Yeah. So they can receive calls from prospective buyers. They can pre-screen the buyers, sellers, and tenants. Follow up with prospective buyers about touring the house. Collect applications from prospective buyers. And get prospective buyers pre-approved by loan officers. Is that good? Is this all? Yeah, is this all the junk that you spend your day doing? It is, isn't it? Okay, you want some more stuff? Yeah. So they can fax authorizations to release information. We use eFax for that. They can get reinstatement figures and overnight addresses, call contractors to request estimates, fill out loan information sheets, request property insurance, prepare documents for sellers at closing, order gifts for sellers and buyers, get testimonials from sellers and buyers, and follow up on FSBOs. Is that good? Yeah. Are you guys starting to get this? Is this pretty cool? You know, a lot of real estate professionals think they can't have freedom. Have you ever felt that way? But do you see if you have a team behind you, it's possible. Do you guys get this? You're getting this? Okay, cool. All right, so I did tell you I was going to share with you one of my secret weapons, right, for data mining, yes? Would you like me to share that with you? Now, I do have to warn you, it's going to generate unlimited leads for life in your business. You okay with that? You okay with that? Okay, all right, so let me show you this. So let me just bounce back up here again real quick. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll just come over here for a second. So remember I told you that a ton of our clients were doing data mining. And we always look at the things our clients are doing, and we come up with ways to make them more efficient. Now, we used to do this all manually. It used to take hours and hours to do the research and scrape the data, but I knew that we could come up with a software solution. So we did. We created something called LeadSonic. It's not for sale. We never got around to marketing. We will someday, but we've been using it internally for quite some time. Would you like to see it work? Okay, so I'm just going to say, I could do anything, but let's say the dentists are a good lead source for me, right? Like, they have some expendable revenue, and they'll buy some properties that I have for sale, rental properties, let's say. Now, where should we do this? Should we do Sacramento, George? Sacramento. Okay. It's really hard for me to see up here. Anybody having issues as I get older with their eyes? Anyways. Okay, so I'm going to do 10, but I can do thousands. I'll do Google Pages, Yellow Pages, Facebook, and I hit go. Okay, now this is the kind of stuff that used to take us hours to do, and now literally we can do it within minutes. So it'll start pulling data. Now the data it's going to start giving me, it's going to start giving me names, email addresses, phone numbers, contact us pages, mailing addresses, and the list goes on and on. Now the best thing about this data, for me at least, is that I can pull up fan pages, Facebook pages, and I can sort by likes. So why would it be important for me to sort by likes? Credibility, maybe. What else? The influence of those people. Yes, I'm going to say you nailed it. So let's break that down. Let's say I'm going for dentists, right? Well, I don't really want to work with dentists with money, right? That are willing to invest. So the guys and gals at the top of that list have the biggest practices. They have the most amount of clients. They have the most amount of revenue. They're spending the most amount of money on their business. If I have something to sell these guys, if I want to get them involved in properties, if I want to get their money, these are the guys that have it. Does that make sense? Do you see how this would generate other leads for life in my business? Yes? No? Yes? Yeah? Okay, cool. Pretty awesome, yes? Okay, cool. I want to show that to you. All right, that's lead Sonic. Okay. Okay, so I have another strategy for you guys. You guys ready for it? 12 of you? How about the rest of you? How about the rest of you? Okay, so I do have to warn you. It's going to generate unlimited leads for life in your business. You guys okay with that? You're okay with that? Okay, so let's keep with that same formula. No, actually, let's do a different formula. So this is a Craigslist strategy. How many of you would agree that there's enough business on Craigslist to last you like 1,000 lifetimes? Yeah, for sure. I'm going to show you in a second how to harness the power of Craigslist. We know that we can find abandoned listings, expired listings. We know that we can find FSBOs. We know we can do that all day long. I'm going to share this one, so we can certainly do that on Craigslist. You can use this strategy for this, but I'm going to share something that's kind of unique that some of you may relate to. So I had a real estate professional client the other day that not only was a ball-buster real estate professional, but they also coached other agents to do the same. Which, how many of you guys coach agents either, you coach outside agents or your team? How many of you coach? Like, a lot of you coach, right? Okay. So this person had created a program to increase revenue for real estate professionals. So what she did, well, actually before she did it, let me kind of break it down. So let me give you the steps. I'm getting ahead of myself. So first of all, there's a website out there called Search Tempest. Write this down. Search Tempest. SearchTempest.com. I believe Search Tempest is the best kept secret on the internet. Who's heard of Search Tempest? One of you, Mike has. Okay, so that's it. So Search Tempest is very elegantly designed. There's only two fields, where and what. And Search Tempest crunches the data from Craigslist, okay? So I'll tell you what one of my clients did the other day. She had a coaching program for real estate professionals. So she had a template. So basically, she was marketing to people nationwide. So in the box, you put real estate agents nationwide. But you could do Rome, Alaska, New York, Sacramento, whatever. So that's what she did. You hit go and it starts spitting out all the ads. Then she had a templatized message that went something like this. Hey there, I work with real estate agents from Sacramento. I show them how to increase their revenue by 30%. Click here to get a copy of my book, or click here to get my program, or click here to schedule a call with me, or give me your mailing address, I'll send you a package, or give me your mailing address, I'll show up on your doorstep. That's the message. Does that make sense? Do you see how this would generate unlimited leads for life in her business? Who says yes? Yeah, absolutely. All right, who's going to adopt this in their business? Come on, who's going to adopt this in their business? Okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to introduce you to another young, bright real estate professional, a very good friend of mine, John Adams. Check this out.
Hi, everybody. I'm John Adams. I'm a longtime real estate broker in Atlanta, Georgia. I work with buyers and sellers, and I also do some property management. And I guess that's not unusual. Somebody asked me, how does 123 employee, how does my agent, my virtual assistant, help me in my business? There are three specific areas. The first is in generating leads on an ongoing basis. She helps me find sellers by monitoring for sale by owners and foreclosures, which is a major part of our market. She helps me find buyers by using social media, which I just don't do, but we seem to find a lot of buyers that we didn't used to. And finally, she helps me find tenants using Craigslist. In the area of property management, I am about to turn over to her my rent collection, because I'm sick and tired of handling it. We are moving to electronic rent collection. I also have her handle my vacancies, which she posts on Craigslist and pre-screens people. And then I have her in charge of a tenant retention and renewal program, which has really helped me boost my retention and lower my vacancy rate. In the area of paperwork, we have moved completely to the cloud, and she is responsible. Every document in my office now, from the application to the credit report to the lease to every piece of paper, from the insurance policy, the closing statement, everything goes into the Google Drive file cabinet that she maintains and organizes. And we used to fill up file cabinets every year. We don't do that anymore. It's all online. So I just want to say thanks to 123 employee. You have boosted our bottom line. I see it every month in our positive cash flow, and I just want to say thanks.
Awesome. So yeah, get around. Okay. So John has one virtual assistant managing 180 properties that he owns. Not bad, right? Not bad. John, has anybody heard of John Adams? Just curious. John is famous in Atlanta. He's been on the radio for 25 years. Brilliant marketer, huge real estate person in Atlanta. Pretty awesome. Okay, so do you guys like more stuff? Are you guys enjoying this? Okay, here's just more of the things that your virtual assistant can do for you. They can enter your listings into the MLS or Realtor.com. They can upload photos to your website, organize paperwork, send faxes, handle phone calls, order supplies, coordinate direct mail, schedule listing appointments, track expired listings. Good or good? Is it good? Okay. You want more? Okay, then create a list of homeowners in foreclosure. Prep and address postcards to trustee sales. We do this digitally. Get phone numbers of trustee sales. Call sellers behind payments. Follow up on bird dogs or people knocking on doors. Put up bandit signs for you. No, we can't do that. We can do a lot of stuff. We can't do that. We can send out thank you cards. We do that through send out cards. Also to private lenders, private lender contacts. We can post properties for sale on various websites. We can research wholesale databases, build wholesale buyer lists, build lease option buyers lists, receive and assess wholesaler property emails, research vacant properties, find vacant property owners, set up and maintain lead databases, and create a list of probate properties. Good or good? Good? Yeah. You want some more? Yeah, why not, right? So we can advertise properties prior to lease expiration, post ads on Craigslist or Realtor.com, handle tenant repair calls, dispatch service people, follow up with tenants after repair, tenant retention, prepare and send quarterly newsletters, which is actually a really good idea. Most people don't do that. Track lease and send renewals, track expense by properties to raise rents when appropriate, super important. Follow up to make sure renewals are signed, pre-screen prospective tenants, research current inventory, research current rental rates, follow up on late fees and collections, schedule utilities on and off, coordinate move-in with new tenants, track rents, payments, insurance, and taxes, maintain property databases, keep landlords informed with the daily email of all tenant communications and issues. Good or good? Yeah, how many of you have your own properties? Your own rental units? Put them up high, put them up high, put them up high. Once you buy a property, the biggest challenge is management. Right? Some of you have your own management companies. Some of you hopefully hire a property manager. But doing all this stuff, you can have your VA do most of this stuff for you. Does that make sense? Are you guys getting this? Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so I have another strategy for you guys. You guys ready for it? I gotta warn you, it's gonna generate unlimited leads for life in your business. You okay with that? Yeah? Okay. All right, so I did promise y'all a LinkedIn strategy. You guys ready for it? Who's ready for it? Okay, cool. So there's a website out there. It's not on the screen, so don't bother taking a picture, but write this down. Everybody write this down. It's the number 1, LinkedIn.com. So 1, LinkedIn.com. Once again, 1, LinkedIn.com. Everybody got that? Okay. So you're going to go to this website. And on this website, you're going to find the biggest group of open networkers on LinkedIn. And this will really work well for those of you that work with investors, okay? So what's an open networker? So an open networker is somebody that has agreed to become your friend in advance because they want to grow their network like you want to grow your network, okay? So you're going to go to this website and you're going to join the service. It's going to cost you some money, $50 a year. Can you all swing it? No big deal, right? Price of a cup of coffee a month, right? So you're going to sign up for this site, and within about 24 hours, you'll begin receiving friend requests. And it will never end. They'll come in forever. Okay? Now, how many of you have received a friend request before? Yeah. Now, hopefully you accepted it because you want to grow your network, like everybody wants to grow their network. But what you may or may not realize is that whenever you receive a friend request, it's a chance for a magical marketing message because there's a box there to the right. And you can have a templatized message. So my message goes something like this. Hey there, I'm Daven, founder and CEO of 123 Employer with premier outsourcing centers in the Philippines. We have hundreds of employees working with entrepreneurs all over the globe doing their internet marketing, social media, telemarketing, back office tasks. Click here to get a copy of my book. That's my call to action. One of my older books that we now give away. Click here to get mine. Now that's my call to action. Why would I use that call to action? What was it? Oh, that's a good one, guy. But for me, it's a lead gen, right? Because they have to opt in to get the book. Okay, so I'm growing my list. That's me. But you can have whatever you want in the book. You could say, or in the box. Click here to get a copy of my book. Click here to schedule an appointment with me. Here's my phone number. Call me. Give me your phone number. I'll call you. Give me your address. I'll send you a package. Give me your address. I'll show up on your doorstep, right? Whatever the call to action is, you just put it in the box. So the action is copy, paste, send, copy, paste, send, copy, paste, send. You guys get this? Who's going to adopt this in their business? Are you going to do this personally? What are you going to do? Outsourcing? That's a wonderful idea. I love that. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. I have another strategy for you guys. You guys ready for it? I got to warn you, it's going to generate unlimited leads for life in your business. You okay with that? Yeah? Okay, so this one might be a little bit of a stretch, okay? But I promise you, if you adopt this and use it forever, it will generate unlimited leads for life in your business. But here's what's awesome about this strategy. This is a strategy that you can start using right here today before you leave here. Does that sound good? Okay. So what's the reason that we go to amazing events like this? What are the 2 reasons that we go to events like this? Networking and knowledge, right? How many of you think that one of your neighbors here could be worth an extra 0 to you over the next year? Is that possible? Totally. The best deals I've ever made in my life, the best connections I've ever made in life is at events. Always. Okay? So if that's really, how many of you would agree with that? Put them up high if you would agree with that. Okay, so if you would agree with that, probably a good idea that we take networking really seriously, right? Right? Okay, so here's what most of you guys do, right? You come to an event, you come armed with your business cards, you exchange a bunch of business cards, you get home, you put them on your desk, 6 months later, you do nothing. 6 months later, you go clean your desk and you throw them out because you took too long to take action. Guilty? Guilty. Would you like a better strategy? Okay, so if you know me personally, which you're getting to know me now, you'll learn that I'm a huge product of a product. I believe that all my success has come from 3 things: mentorship, mastermind, and coaching. You will always see me at great events, front row, taking copious notes. I love people, so I'm exchanging a lot of business cards. I love to network. I'll come home with a stack of business cards. Now, I have my process. So what I do is I get home, before I unpack my bag, I go to my scanner, I scan all my cards. I email that file to LJ. LJ types it into a spreadsheet, or she gives it to one of our people who types it into a spreadsheet. Then we upload that to our CRM. We use Infusionsoft, but whatever CRM you use, we upload a CRM. That shoots out a value-based email series to all of the people. It triggers a message to our people to reach out, schedule 20-minute phone consultations. Our people reach out and close deals. Who thinks that's a better strategy? You like that one? That was pretty sexy, right? You give me a hand for that one. Now, I'll tell you something really funny. So, quite often I'm asked to speak at annual events, like conventions, trade shows, so I'll come once, and I'll come back the next year. And this happens to me every single time without exception. I'll show up a year later, I'll walk into the back of the room, and somebody will come up to me and say, hey, Daven, it's great to see you. I'll say, hey, how you doing? They say, Daven, I met you here last year. Oh, nice to see you again. How's it going? Daven, I have a funny story to tell you. I was here a year ago. I passed out 100 business cards. Not a single person called me. You guys called me, emailed me, texted me the next day. I've been a client of yours for the last year. I love you guys. What's the difference between successful and unsuccessful people? Follow up. That's it. That's it. Who's going to adopt this in their business? The rest of you are not? Put them up high. Okay, good. All right, awesome. Okay, cool. So that's how it works. Okay, let's see. So I have a little strategy for you guys. You guys ready for it? How about you in the back of the room? You guys ready for it? Okay. Now I do have to warn you, it's going to generate unlimited leads for life in your business. You guys okay with that? Yeah, you're okay. Okay, so this one might be a little bit of a stretch too, but probably not. But I guarantee you, this will be your favorite strategy today. You guys ready for it? Okay, so I have a question for you guys. How many of you have gone to a great event before, learned something incredible, maybe even bought something, went home and did nothing? Put them up high. Okay. Would you like a better strategy? Yes? Okay. So here's what you're going to do. Locate that program that you purchased. Go over to your bookshelf. Pull it off the shelf. Blow the dust off of it. Send it to your virtual assistant. Have them learn it and execute it. You guys like that one? Yeah. You guys like it? Now let me tell you. When I came up with this idea, it was a very novel idea. It was a decade ago. And this was back in the books and tapes days. Alright? So we put this out there, and all of a sudden our clients start sending us these huge boxes of books and tapes. Now, do you know how we get these out of customs in the Philippines? Bribes. Bribes, yeah, that's how you get them out of the Philippines. So it was very expensive for me to get everything out of customs. Then I would have our employees learn everything. Our clients were ecstatic. Then what did our clients want? They wanted their shit back. Yeah, they wanted their stuff back. Right? Which was very expensive for me. It's very expensive and arduous to ship stuff out of the Philippines. But today, it's a whole different world. If you buy something, how is it going to be delivered to you? Digitally, that's right. So you just grab that information, shoot it to your virtual assistant, have them learn and do. And today we estimate about 73% of our clients at 123 Employee are doing exactly that. They give us the info, we log in, we learn, do. Who's going to adopt this in their business? You guys like this one? Are you guys enjoying this? Okay, all right, cool, awesome. All right, I want you to meet another one of our people. This is Dave. Check this out real quick.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Travis Winfield.
Sorry, I said Dave. Travis, excuse me. Here we go.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Travis Winfield with the Winfield Real Estate Team. I'm the founder of my company and my real estate team, and I've been with 123 Employee for about 5 months now, since November of 17. And since I joined, I brought on Addie Fernandez, who's been absolutely fantastic. She's been my executive assistant, and you talk about different things that I've outsourced to her. Gosh, I can't even count it. She manages my schedule. She makes phone calls for me. She even does video editing for me, data processing. Really, almost anything I need. She's become an absolute critical piece of my business. So I do encourage anybody else who's out there who is considering outsourcing. Is probably the single best decision I've made to expand and grow my business. So thanks to God a lot, 123 Employee, especially big shout out to Addie, my executive assistant. She's amazing, and thanks a lot.
Awesome. Who wants an Addie? Yeah, give her a hand. Okay, so listen, I want to connect with you guys. You guys want to connect with me? All right, pull out your phones real quick. Remember that box I showed you? Should I give it away? You guys want it? Okay, everybody pull out your phones, pull out your phones, pull out your phones, pull out your phones. Hold them up, hold them up. Everybody got their phones up? Oh, I should take a picture of this. Wait, can I take a picture? You guys hold your phones up? Yeah, hold on a sec. Let me do this. Get your phones out real quick. This looks pretty cool. Okay. Okay, everybody hold them up. Hold them up. Awesome. Awesome, thanks. Okay, so everybody go to your web browser and type in Daven 360. Oh, I spelled my name funny. I should have put it up on the board. Daven, like Davenport. D-A-V-E-N. Daven360.com. Daven. D-A-V-E-N, like Dave with an N. Daven360.com. Pull it up in your browser, Daven360.com. Let's see who's got the fastest internet. Is it working? There you go, you got it. Okay, so I'd love to connect with you on all my social media, but don't worry about that for right now. Let's not do that. But let's just connect. So if you click on contact. Yeah, top right-hand corner. Top right-hand corner. And I want you to send me a text real quick. I want you to send me a text. First and last name in your email. First and last name in your email. First person gets the box. First and last name, email. And not only are you going to get the box, but I'm going to send you all a bunch of really cool stuff. But the first person gets the box. First person. Did you get through it? Oh, I need my phone. Hang on, I'll take it. I can see it over here. Okay. Are you guys enjoying this? Okay. Did somebody say no? Wow. Oh, that's very nice. Gosh. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Where's Chad Vincent? Okay, Chad didn't. Okay, hold on. Where's Julie Schultz? Really? I know you're here. You just said, come here, Julie. Come get it. Yeah, give her around. Now, guys, keep putting in your info because I've got more gifts for you. Keep it coming. Come here, Julie. All right, that's for you. Big round of applause for Julie. Thanks for that. All right, so would you guys like more stuff? Okay, for all of you guys that are sending me your email, I'm going to give you a copy of one of my books on outsourcing. It's called Outsource This. It was my first book on outsourcing. It's a great read. I know that you guys are busy, so would you like the audiobook? Okay, so I'm going to give you that too. Just put in your first and last name and email. I will get that. I won't spam you, I promise. Well, maybe. No, I promise. I won't share your book with anybody. Do you guys want more stuff? Okay, I'll also give you my VA service guide, and I'll give you my 5-part list building video series. Now, is it important to have a big list in your business? Yes? Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that, for sure. It is really important to have a big list. Okay, so everybody, I'll give you like 30 seconds to finish that up. You guys still need another minute to do that? Everybody good? Okay, cool. All right, so let's check in with LJ and see how we're doing. Howdy, Miss LJ.
Howdy, partner.
How's it going?
Good.
Did we pull it off?
Yes, Daven.
All right, we sweat that one. Big round of applause for LJ. Big round of applause for George. George, come on up here. Come on up, George. Yeah, for sure. A lot of people are recording. There you go. Have a seat there, George. Okay, have a seat. All right, LJ. What do you have for me?
Okay, I have a link for you. Kindly click on that link.
Okay. Well, how do you like that? It's George's new blog. That's pretty good. Nice job, LJ. So I love the banner. I love that you incorporated EXP. Did you make that yourself?
Yes, Steve.
That's pretty nice. I like it. Nice picture here. I see your keyword stuffing, features of a great real estate facility. Okay, very nice, very nice. So I'm just going to scroll down. Where did you get that picture at the bottom? Is that from your social media? Your website? Something? Yeah.
Actually, it was probably about 7 years ago. 7 years ago.
Where did it come from, though? Social media?
I was at a John Maxwell event.
No, where did she lift that picture from?
I've got it in Gove.
Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Looks good. All right, so let me just scroll down here at the bottom. It says George Thornock is a real estate agent and broker, liberator, certified transaction mentor, and expansion specialist, and has successfully established and maintained affiliations with different individuals and homeowners worldwide. Is that true?
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Give it a round. Nice job, LJ. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Daven. Actually, I'm thinking what good is a blog if we can't share it, so I have another link for you.
Okay. All right. Okay. LJ, what do you want me to put in here?
In the title, you can put residential real estate investing in Sacramento.
Hope it's not me dancing.
What's that?
Hope it's not me dancing.
No, you're good. In Sacramento.
Do you like it? Do you like that intro?
Okay. All right. And then put the link in there, LJ.
Yes, please.
All right. I can do that.
Nobody knows about it.
And category?
In category, you can choose real estate.
Real estate. Okay. And paying, I guess. Okay, cool.
Hit me.
Got it. Yep. Alrighty. Okay, so it looks like we have a timer here, so we're waiting to see what's going to happen. Who wants to share what their favorite strategy was here today? Favorite strategy? Favorite strategy? What was it? Outsourcing. I love that. That's great. Favorite strategy? All of it. I like that. What else? Yeah. Teaching your virtual assistant your program. Right. Having it executed for you. That can add a zero to your bank account. Yeah. Digital pen. That's a good one. What else?
Getting my time back.
Getting your time back. I love it. What else? Business cards. Turning business cards into cash. That's really business development. That's how all the big deals are made. What else? One LinkedIn. Yep. OneLinkedIn.com. OneLinkedIn.com. Okay. LJ, what's going on the screen right now?
Well, we just shared George's new blog to over 8,000 directories in the internet.
Wow. Great job.
Thank you.
Not bad, George. That's pretty awesome. All right. LJ, once again, you've outdone yourself. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
LJ.
you, Daven.
All right. George says thanks to you. Everyone, big round of applause for LJ. Nice. Big round of applause for George. Can we take a picture? All right. Let's do it. All right. This guy. Perfect. There's a timer. Thanks, George. Big round of applause for George. Everyone say bye-bye, LJ. Bye, LJ. We love you. We'll see you later. Thanks, partner. All right, cool. So, watch this video real quick. Check it out. I'm Daven Michaels, author of the book Outsource This. Welcome to 123 Employee. There's LJ.
At 123 Employee, we consider ourselves to be in a technology business. Our clients depend on us to deploy for them the latest technologies in social media, internet marketing, customer service, and telemarketing.
Hi, my name is Belgi, and I'm a virtual assistant of a lawyer in Texas. I work closely hand in hand with my clients as I manage his emails, write articles, make video presentations, and at the same time help in conceptualizing his website.
Hi, my name is Stacy, and I am a virtual assistant of a professional coach in California. I do email blasting and handle my client's social media accounts.
Hi, my name is Jinky, and I'm a virtual assistant of a real estate broker in Atlanta.
Hi, my name is Louis J, and I'm a user and marketer for a website development company in Las Vegas, Nevada. I do social media marketing, article writing and submission, social bookmarking, and SEO means to me.
Hi there, my name is Audrey, and I work as a virtual assistant / telemarketer for a funding specialist in Parsippany, New Jersey. At 123 Employee, we strive to always outperform for our clients. Don't just take our word for it, take a listen to what our clients have to say about us.
Each and every one of us in this electronic age need virtual help It is your virtual assistant in the Philippines that's going to take care of all of your needs in a snap. And 123 Employee is where you got to go right now.
And now I'm using his service and I'm promoting his service to all entrepreneurs because I think they will be successful that much faster if they have someone else helping them with all the small things.
Now this is what really separates 123 Employee from other outsourcing agents that I've met anyway, is the daily follow-up. Every single day my general manager gets a report from Facebook and Twitter, and I get to know exactly how many new fans I have and how many new followers I have on Twitter, and I feel like I have my finger on the pulse of social media, and I found that with 123 Employee, with Daven, and the rest of the gang, they do an exceptional job.
We want you to know that outsourcing is as easy as 1, 2, 3, and marketing. Good or good? Yeah, thank you. Awesome. So just imagine your 123 Employee virtual assistant doing your outbound lead gen, your social media, your content marketing, your video marketing, your bookkeeping, your billing, your CRM, your data entry, your data mining, customer service, audio editing, answering phones, emailing, scheduling, research, follow-up, video marketing, and so much more. Would that be awesome? Would that be cool? Now let me ask you a question. If somebody was doing all this stuff for you, what the heck would you guys do with yourselves? What would you do? Backflips. I love it. What else would you do? Would you travel more? Would you sell more properties? Would you list more properties? What would you do? More video message. All right, awesome, good stuff. Okay, so can I show you something real quick? This is my office. Do you like my office? Actually, I'm kind of like it. This is my office. But once a year, for a week, this is my office. So I'll kind of explain. I have these my high-level coaching clients that I work with on an annual basis. And once a year, we actually fly them to our facilities in the Philippines. They get a chance to hang out with their virtual team. We go out for lunch. And then we put them on a boat for 45 minutes. We take them to a private island for a week. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Yeah, and we work on each other's businesses, then we shoot great video. There's my girlfriend Liz shooting me on the beach. We sleep in these thatched huts, and although we're not supposed to, it's against the rules, we like to jump off the balcony in the morning, and we swim to breakfast there. There's our VP, Vishal, in the water. Pretty cool, yeah? That's pretty nice. We mastermind, we work on each other's businesses each day for a little while, and then we have fun. And then in the evenings, one of my favorite things is they set up these sumptuous dinners for us on the beach. But the best thing is, living the laptop lifestyle, living the laptop lifestyle, living the laptop lifestyle. Question, who else wants to live the laptop lifestyle? Put them up high, put them up high. Awesome, awesome. All right, so in that case, Brent James asked me to put something together to share with you. May I have your permission to to share my system with you? May I have your permission? Yes? Okay, cool. So the guys asked me to put something together for you to help you in your business. So we have a program that's called our New Wealth and Freedom Process to Profit System. And basically the benefits are it'll help you save valuable time, get your time back, make a lot more money in your business, generate more leads, increase your profits. And the best thing is, no, it's not free, but it is done for you. It's done for you. The best thing is it's done for you. So it all starts with our outsourcing strategy session. One thing we know about you entrepreneurs is you have a ton of stuff you want to outsource, but you're not very good at the processes. So after years of kind of banging our head into a wall, we said, we're just going to work it for them. So we create your first process for you. We identify your highest value process, and we just create it for you. Now, we also do the rest of your processes, but I'll show you how that happens in a minute. That's a $497 value, though. In addition to that, you're going to get a copy of my stress-free outsourcing home study system. This is my 30 years in business, my best stuff on outsourcing, my best stuff on processes. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you need books and tapes to utilize my system? No, you don't, because it's all done for you. So why am I giving this to you? Well, I've learned over the years that a better educated client is a much more successful client. And so I know you all spend time in transit, yes? Can you listen to my audios when you're in transit? Okay, so I'm going to give you a copy of this as well. It's a $1,500 value. Also, I have the privilege of traveling all over the globe, hanging out with some of the biggest thought leaders on the planet, and we share some cutting-edge information. I want you to be a part of that as well. So I'm going to give you my Virtual Entrepreneur Series, where I share all that with you and hang out with some of the biggest thought leaders on the planet, live in a video chat. That's a $1,297 value for a year. I'm going to give you that. Also, I'm going to give you 2 tickets to an event we've done all over the globe, Asia, US, Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and it's called Process to Profit Live. And these are small group events where we take a look at your business and we process out everything in your business. You leave with a roadmap. So you basically have a McDonald's. Does that make sense? Do you know what that means to have a McDonald's? You can basically have anybody run your business at this point. Does that make sense? All of the processes in your business. So we map it all out for you. We can do it on computer, or if you don't bring a computer, we do it old school. We do it on paper. Okay? So we're going to give you 2 tickets to that. Also, once you come to our event, you become alumni. You can come over and over again for free. And the reason is we know that your business is always evolving, so we're going to help you evolve at the same time, help you create all those processes. Does that sound good? And the next one coming up is actually in Vegas, but we do them every couple of months. So that's a couple $1,000 value. Also, you saw Lead Sonic, correct? Yep. Did you see how that could generate unlimited leads for life in your business? You guys get that? I'm going to give you a copy of that as well. That's a $500 value. Now, some of you guys may be sitting here saying, "Yeah, this sounds really good, but I just want to hire you guys." Is that you? Put them up high? Yeah? Okay. Get that out of your head. Here's why. I'm going to give you 10 hours free. Does that sound good? Yeah, it's even better. No, I'm lying. I'm not going to give you 10 hours free. I'm going to give you 20 hours free. No, I'm lying about that, so I'm not going to give you 20 hours. I'm going to give you 30 hours free. Does that sound good? Okay, so I will give you 30 hours free. Just so you know, when you come to 123 Employee, though, we do charge a one-time $199 admin fee. And that covers everything. Desk, chair, computer, internet, unlimited inbound, outbound phone, and a local phone number in the area code of your choice. So you can call your people anytime you want, email them, text them, Skype them, send smoke signals. You're always in touch with your virtual assistant, okay? I'm not going to charge you that either. I'm going to pay for that. But I just want to show you all the money you save by having a virtual team. Does that make sense? You guys get this? You guys getting this? Okay, cool. So I'll waive that as well. It's basically a $640 value. Now, let me share a couple things with you. My hours never expire. You can use them whenever you like. You can use them now or 10 years from now, okay? You start at your convenience. Our VAs will work your time zone. The only thing that I ask is once you exercise those hours, I'll give you 60 days to use them. Is that fair? Okay, cool. All right, $696 value. Our prices went up. Okay, lastly, I have one final thing for you. I created 4 modules that are specific for investors, authors, speakers, and some of you, well, you're all network marketing professionals. So I created these modules to show you how to grow your business and get more agents under you. Does that sound good? Okay, so I'm going to give you that as well. It's a $997 value. Okay, so let me break down everything I'm putting in the program for you. I'm basically giving you our outsourced process consulting session, a $500 value. Our stress-free outsourcing home study system, a $1,500 value. Our virtual entrepreneur telecast, a $1,297 value. 2 tickets to Process to Profit Live, they're $1997, plus lifetime attendance to our events. You're going to get my SOS Success Series, a $997 value, our Lead Sonic Lead Gen software, a $495 value, and 30 hours of service at 123 Employee with the setup fee waived of $696 value. Now, total value is $9,473. Okay, now I have a question for all of you guys, and that is, if all our system did was show you how to add an extra $100,000 to your business, would it be worth the investment? Yeah. And if all our system did was show you how to increase your profits, decrease your expenses, and become a multimillionaire, would it be worth the investment? Absolutely. And if all our system did was show you how to become financially free, so you could live your ideal life, would it be worth the investment? Yeah, absolutely.